Hello guys, Solitary Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing the Qwaser of Stigmata Season 1. This was one of the most outrageous and unique ecchi anime series I have ever seen. These ecchi scenes were really unusual and explicit, and that's what made it so great. The kind of ecchi scenes that came up often in this anime series were the ecchi scenes where guys and girls drink breast milk directly from girls in order to replenish their energy. I have seen lots of anime series, and I have never seen an anime where characters replenish their energy through that method. It was both really erotic and funny to watch. The ecchi scenes are so ridiculous it leaves you in disbelief. This anime is obviously not for people who hate ecchi anime series, so if you hate ecchi anime series, I do not recommend watching this anime. The reason why I liked this ecchi anime so much was because the ecchi scenes were so unusual and different from other ecchi scenes in different anime series. When I think of ecchi scenes, the first thing that comes to mind is a cliche scene where the guy falls on top of a girl and grabs her breasts. That is basically the kind of ecchi scene that occurs in ecchi anime series over and over. This scene is so cliche and lacks creativity. This ecchi anime, though, didn't use that cliche often. It had very nice ecchi scenes that you don't see often in anime. In this anime, certain people have the power to control elements like titanium, iron, oxygen, copper, and many more. These special people are called Qwasers. An organization called the Adepts are filled with Qwasers that are searching for an icon called the Qwaser of Stigmata. Though the reason they're searching for it is very vague, it apparently has the power to change the world. They don't care who they must kill in order to find information on where it is located. Two girls named Tomo and Mafuyu are targeted by this organization because Tomo's father was the person who hid this icon. Tomo's father has mysteriously disappeared, and now Adept is going after Tomo and Mafuyu. They will do any horrible thing in order to make them talk. Just when Mafuyu has been captured by a member of Adept, she gets saved by a guy named Sasha, who was a member of Atos. Atos is an organization looking to stop the Adepts in their plans to control the world. Sasha is a Qwaser who can use the element of iron in fights. He can use his surroundings to make weapons out of iron. Whenever he's low in energy, or whenever he needs to power up, he must drink Soma, which is energy only girls have. He gets the Soma by drinking breast milk from the girl's breast directly. Now he must protect Tomo and Mafuyu from the Adepts. The ecchi scenes in this anime are the best ecchi scenes I have ever seen in an ecchi anime, in terms of my personal enjoyment. Seeing the main character touch the girls and drinking their breast milk was hot, but then this anime showed me something unexpected. At least 50% of the ecchi scenes in this anime were Yuri scenes. I was shocked at how many Yuri scenes there were. Girls were touching each other, kissing each other, some were in a master and servant relationship, and best of all, the girls were drinking breast milk directly from each other's breasts. It doesn't get any hotter than that in terms of Yuri scenes. That was simply amazing. Even though it wasn't a Yuri anime series, it had several hot Yuri scenes in almost every episode. The way the girls were getting intimate just left me in shock. It basically was showing everything girls do when they get intimate with each other. The only thing you couldn't see directly was the girl getting close to a girl's lower private part. They couldn't show that because that is one they can't show in an ecchi anime series, which is their private part. But you can still tell what they were doing. This anime had really nice dark ecchi scenes as well. The villains were forcing girls to strip in public, and they really touched them afterwards. I wasn't expecting this anime to go that far. Of course, it didn't show the villains making love to them, but the villains still went really far. This may shock you, but this ecchi anime actually had good fight scenes. I was really entertained by the plot and the fight scenes. The Adepts were so mysterious about their plans to find the Qwaser of Stigmata. I was curious about how they planned to find this icon, and where this icon was located. It was amazing seeing all their planned out moves succeed and watching how they manipulated the characters in the show to do what they want so that they can get this icon. There were so many conditions needed in order to get the Qwaser of Stigmata to appear. The thing I found a little confusing in this anime though was it didn't really explain that much about what this icon can do. All we know is that it is the most powerful item out there. The fight scenes weren't generic scenes where characters just fired energy blasts, elemental attacks, and punched each other. There were unique powers being used, and lots of strategy used in each fight. The power of friendship is not used often, which is a good thing. Each Qwaser had unique power, like the ability to control an element of metal or gas. For instance, Sasha could construct iron in so many ways in order to defend and attack. It was like alchemy used in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Sasha could also combine iron with other elements to create stronger attacks. The Adepts have pretty cool attacks as well. One Adept could use the element in order to set someone on fire instantly, while another character could use oxygen to create deadly attacks and stop a person from breathing. I was not expecting to hear information about the elements of metal and gas in this anime. This anime was actually really educational. It felt like I was in chemistry class all over again. There was no limit to creativity in terms of making unique attacks. That was what kept me intrigued in the fight scenes. I was interested to see how iron, titanium, diamond, oxygen, sodium, and other elements could be used as weapons or defense. In almost every episode, a new villain was introduced with a new sort of power. The strategy used in the fights was fascinating to watch. Villains that had an element that was strong to iron could find so many creative ways to counter Sasha's attacks. It was amazing seeing Sasha overcome his weakness by either covering up iron's weaknesses or somehow finding weakness in the adept's element. Even villains that did not have an element that was strong to iron were still able to make powerful and creative attacks that Sasha could not defend against. It was entertaining seeing Sasha analyze his enemies and find a weak point in their attacks. Sasha didn't win fights because he had to protect his friends. He won most of his fights through using his intellect and coming up with a strategy to counter his opponent's element. He was not overpowered by any means, which is good. That meant the fights had more strategy to them. In terms of the characters, they were entertaining cast of characters. Sasha was male tsundere, which is rare to see. He always had a funny comeback whenever a girl tried to insult him. It was funny seeing him talk to them harshly. Tomo was a generic nice girl. Her personality was boring, but her body was amazing. Her breasts were so huge and it was nice seeing them bounce. Mafuyu was a typical tsundere. There wasn't anything special to her personality, but she was really hot as well. My favorite character in the show was Ekaterina. She kept trying to fool everyone by having a nice and innocent girl persona, but she was really a girl that loved to tease girls and make them obey her orders. Seeing her treat girls harshly and making them her servants was really pleasing to watch. Every time she was on screen, she was usually seen messing around with a girl. She's the main reason why the Yuri scenes in this anime were really great, and that was why I really liked her. The openings for this anime were okay, but the first ending for this anime was amazing. It had such a nice catchy song, and the visuals looked really nice to watch. The second ending was okay. The music in this anime was good. It had nice songs during the fight scenes that made those fight scenes feel more intense. The animation style in this anime was amazing, considering that it is important to have a nice animation style in an ecchi anime so that the girls look hot. This anime was amazing in that part. All of the girls in this anime look really hot in this animation style, which of course makes ecchi scenes that much better. There was good animation in fight scenes at times, but I did notice choppy animation at times where the characters didn't move smoothly. The animation during ecchi scenes though was amazing. It was great seeing big breasts just bounce around so naturally during ecchi scenes, and seeing characters really touch each other in a smooth way. This is one of the best ecchi anime series out there, and for me, those were the best ecchi scenes I have ever seen in an ecchi anime. But that's just for me, of course, because I really like Yuri. These ecchi scenes were so creative and pleasing to look at. You have the main character touching the girls and drinking their breast milk. You get to see dark ecchi scenes where girls are forced to strip in public. And you get to see the best Yuri ecchi scenes in anime. This ecchi anime actually had entertaining fight scenes and a good plot as well that will keep you interested in the show. I give this anime a 9 out of 10. I do have to say again though, that this anime is only for people who really like ecchi anime series. If you're not a big fan of ecchi anime series, then you'll probably find this ecchi anime as too lewd, obviously. So that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day and night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.